Welcome to this latest video interview from the Northeastern Yorkshire Business Network on LinkedIn. From the Recognition PR podcast studio, I'm Jamie Collis. I'm one of the partners at Recognition. And joining me today is Kiran Fothergill, entrepreneur and director of, probably best known for being director of Pickering Lifts. But you're not here to talk about them today specifically. We're going to talk about the Business Council that's been established by the Jobs Foundation, and there's an upcoming launch of that. So tell me, what is the Business Council? What's its purpose, Kiran?
Hi, Jenny. Thanks very much for having me on. So the Jobs Foundation Business Council is it's a coalition of more than 1,000 business leaders from all sectors and regions of the UK economy, all united in the belief that business is a force for good through the taxes they pay, the people they employ, of course, the apprenticeships and training schemes they provide. And the Jobs Foundation Business Council contributes to the work of the Jobs Foundation in four key ways. Number one, it acts as case studies for the Jobs Foundation's research, participating in the accreditation scheme, which will be launching in 2026, feeding into our policy stream, issues such as employment rights bill and national insurance increases, and of course amplifying our voice as a business community in the policy debate. Of course, this is a classic case of strength in numbers.
Oh, completely. So the Business Council in the northeast of England is going to be launched very soon. So when and where?
So the Northeast Business Council is the Jobs Foundation's first regional business council, and that will cover the whole of the UK by 2027. But we're excited to be launching this in the Northeast. Regional business councils exist to ensure that our best practice and research continues to reflect the unique circumstances of businesses in different parts of the country. And it's shown as this has been shown in the 2 million jobs report that the JF carried out, and to ensure our accreditation scheme gets meaningful traction in local areas, to ensure policy work reflects the local challenges that businesses face, and to ensure the Jobs Foundation's message is heard on the ground. And this is through acting as a local advocacy network, let's put it like that.
And the Business Council itself is going to be unveiled at the Riverside Stadium, Middlesbrough Football Club's ground, on 16th of May. People obviously can come along to that event and see what it's all about. But tell us a little bit about the Jobs Foundation. Tell us about that organisation. How's it come about, and why has it come about?
Very, very happily. So the Jobs Foundation was established by Matthew Elliott, Lord Elliott, and Georgiana Bristol, and it's been supported by business leaders such as Luke Johnson of Gales, well-known brand, Alison Cork, Tom Kerridge, and Michael Lorimer of the DCS Group, to champion the positive role in business in society. We're aiming to have a policy impact to bring 2 million people back into the workplace, and of course to have a practical impact. What's best practice? How can we learn from each other? And can we establish an accreditation scheme that is meaningful? And so that's the core essence of what the Jobs Foundation does. And as you say, the Northeast Business Council is launching at the Riverside Stadium on the 16th of May with Mads Howard, MBE of Sage and Leanne Cahill, Chancellor of Sunderland University. The Jobs Foundation President Matthew Elliott will be there, along with myself, and we'll have 50 business leaders and policymakers from across the Northeast in attendance, which promises to be a great day.
Fantastic. And people can still apply to attend?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Just be in touch. It's as chairman of the Northeast Business Council, it's a case of trying to spread this message. It's the early days still, so we want as many people on board as possible, and that's very much part of my role. Membership of the Business Council is private, free, and it comes with a number of key benefits for both the individual and the business. You get invitations to events such as our monthly breakfasts, which are brilliant, drinks receptions, policy roundtables, and workshops, both in London and regionally. And you have the opportunity to showcase what you're doing for your employees through our research case studies, and it's also, of course, a vehicle to voice your own policy concerns, and through regular member surveys and wider calls for evidence. So I think, all in all, it's an opportunity to equip your business with tools and to bring people into employment through engaging with the schemes that we're putting together, And of course, you have the opportunity to speak on behalf of the JF as well, through the media and as I'm doing here, through appearances on TV, radio, podcasts, and engaging with the MPs that make these decisions about employment and business. So there's a great community to be part of, a coalition of job creators campaigning in the UK to build a country in which businesses can thrive and expand, bringing hundreds of thousands of people back into the workplace and doing great good for society. And of course, that's what we believe at the Jobs Foundation, that employment is the best form of welfare. Supporting businesses to thrive, expand, and hire is the best way to bring disadvantaged people from the margins of our society back into the workplace. And I think we all benefit from that.
Fantastic. Thanks very much for joining us today, Kiran. We'll share a link to the Jobs Foundation in the post with this video, and you'll be able to find out more from that. So again, thanks for taking part in this video for the North Eastern Yorkshire Business Network Group on LinkedIn.
Thank you very much, David.